Let's go check out what we got going on with the Phasmophobia patch notes before we get into any gameplay at all. Let's do it. All right, so here's the patch notes. I got them all ready and good to go. Let's go ahead and read these. We got the Crimson Eye. So Crimson Eye is the name of the event, but the name of the actual event in game is called the Blood Moon. So that's a lot of confusion there. Don't be confused. It's one of the same. Console release and crossplay. That's going to be happening tomorrow. So it's so crazy to think about today in Phasmophobia right now. I checked before I started live. There's 45,000 plus people playing on PC. Imagine how many more people are going to be playing Phasmophobia tomorrow when it finally comes out on console. How many new players are we going to get that we've never seen before? And that's exciting to me. That's the real exciting part because there's so many people out there that have been waiting for this game for years. And tomorrow is going to be the first time they're ever going to walk into a house in Phasmophobia and experience a ghost, experience the hunt, experience the thrill. You all remember that first day you played Phasmophobia, how scary it was. They're going to get that for the first time tomorrow. And that's super, super cool to me. So congrats to anybody who's going to be on console. Last October, Ghost Hunters summoned the Blood Moon using the Mysterious Cauldron. This year, the Blood Moon is back and bigger than ever. And I found this very interesting because if you guys remember last year when you completed the Halloween event on Maple Lodge campsite, you threw all the stuff into the cauldron, you looked into the sky, and you saw this massive skull pop out, and it turned into a Blood Moon. This is the direct correlation of what happened last year, and we're still dealing with those effects. I think that's so cool because it creates a very small little bit of lore that connects the two events together, which is pretty awesome. Paranormal energy has drastically increased in several locations, resulting in a new weather type, the Blood Moon. Enter these cursed locations and complete investigation, optional objectives, and a photograph any blood altars that you may find along the way to earn blood points. Work together with the ghost hunting community to collect blood points and earn brand new rewards. So if you guys don't know, every single reward, every single stage for this event is community-wide. It's community-wide, so it's not personal. If you do all of the stuff and things, you will guarantee get the ID card and the trophy. If you don't participate in this event, you will not get the ID card and the trophy. But every single person, if we hit enough blood points as a Phasmophobia Ghost Hunter community, will get the Blood Moon weather effect unlocked for them at the end of this event. And you won't get your ID card and your trophy until the end of the event as well. So don't expect to complete all this stuff now and see any rewards. It's not going to happen until it ends in November. So just keep that in mind. Other than that, the blood altars, if you get a photo of the blood altar, that'll give you 1 blood point. If you get an optional objective completed, that is 2 blood points. And you have 3 optional objectives every single round, so you can get up to 6 blood points with objectives alone. Then if you get the ghost correct, that could be up to 10 blood points. It will be 10 blood points if you get the ghost correct. So typically, depending on how many blood altars you have spawn on that map, which I've seen anywhere to be between 1 and 5, you could be racking up 20 plus points potentially. This event brings a lot of technical changes that will allow us to keep track of the event progress and make live changes on the cloud servers if needed. So if you guys don't know, what they're talking about here is the current point total that it requires the entire community to get the Blood Moon weather unlocked for every player in the game. That could be altered on their end. So if they find themselves saying, oh my God, there's no way this community is going to hit the goal, they're going to lower it down. They're going to lower it down to meet expectations. So don't worry about potentially not getting the Blood Moon unlocked at the end of this. There's no way that I see them not giving the Blood Moon to everybody. That would be a huge kick in the teeth to the entire community who's playing it over and over and over and over again. So I guarantee everybody's going to get all the rewards they want. Unless you just didn't partake in the event, then you're not going to get your ID card and your badge like I was saying before. We have a new event board. The event board has added the warehouse featuring leaflets for current in-game events and challenges. So this kind of includes things like the Ranger Challenge, which is going ahead and get 50 ghosts correct on Maple Lodge or Woodwind, to getting the Sunny Meadows Survival Challenge, which is getting 50 ghosts correct on Sunny Meadows or Sunny Meadows Restricted. And of course, the one for the getting 50 ghosts correct on Point Hope. So you can keep track of all that stuff on your event board, and you can also keep in track of your Blood Moon events on there as well, and your Apocalypse trophies. It's very, very cool. We'll show you what it looks like. It's awesome stuff. I'm very happy that they added this. Wait, I could have done this on Restricted. I've been doing it on Sunny Full. According to the developers and the moderators for Phasmophobia, Restricted will work as well. That's correct. The whole event board that they have is so cool, and I hope they add more and more challenges as time progresses, because I think getting the 50 ghosts correct on each map type is cool, and you get a cool ID badge for that, and I love ID badge collecting because I love doing achievement hunting. If you guys don't know, any game that I play, I'm a big achievement hunter. I like to get all the stuff and things because it feels good to be able to say that I did and see it on the profile and everything, but I hope they come up with a new type of apocalypse challenge for something different. Like, go on Point Hope on a 12 times difficulty and you'll get this trophy. Like something like that. Give me a new apocalypse trophy. Give me a new apocalypse type challenge, because it's been so long, almost a year and a half now, maybe 2 years since we got that. I don't even know how long it's been, maybe a year and a half since we got that challenge, and it feels kind of stale at this point. Updated physics. The player and the door systems have been overhauled to fix all physical related issues. Doors will no longer push players into walls or out of locations. Doors can no longer be pulled off of their hinges. Players with low FPS will no longer fall through the floors on Point Hope. Players can no longer be pushed through walls or objects. I know a lot of people in the Phasmophobia community are very, very upset about this. And I have one thing to say to you. I understand your frustration. I truly do, because I think the jankiness and the bugs in the game make it something unique that we all love. But I love all of the changes. This one, and this one, but I don't like this one. I wish we could still take the doors off the hinges and just not let them have player collision, because the player collision was the issue. That was what was pushing people out of the map to be able to escape hunts and not be able to get killed by the ghost. That was what was causing people to get stuck in walls and not be able to leave, and that's what inevitably was pushing people through floors as well. So if they would have just turned off player collision on doors and then just kind of kept the way it was, it would have been fine, but they decided to overhaul the whole thing, so I get it. You don't want game-breaking glitches that are going to stop people from dying and have God spots enabled in the game, but at the same time, some of the jankiness was fun. That's just my 2 cents on it. Some new stuff. Added Latin American Spanish language support. Point Hope now has a unique key in the truck, which we'll check out for sure. I want to see that. You can now invite and join friends using your Steam friends list. Nice. Okay, I'm surprised that wasn't a thing already, but I guess it wasn't. I guess you always had to use the multiplayer code to get your friends in, and you couldn't invite them through Steam, so I'm glad that exists now. That's good. Your Unity ID is now displayed on the main menu board. Please provide this with any game support tickets you submit. That's fantastic, because they were having such a hard time understanding what you were experiencing or what you were doing in order to help you with bug fixes and any bug reports you put inside the Discord. So this is a good thing. That's a good thing for sure. If you block a player, you will now be muted for them, in addition to them being muted to you. That's good. You don't want to be able to hear a player talking to you that you just blocked and don't want to play with anymore. The EULA now supports all languages. Honestly, if anything that helps support different languages for people that don't speak a certain language, I'm totally for. I will say that the change to the font in the lobby looks a little weird, but I understand that they did it in order to make it so it's more accessible to other language options, so it can quickly try to translate that into the preference of the language the person that was trying to load up the game. So I get it. It needed to be done, but it does look a little funky. Changes. All aspects of the game have been heavily optimized, resulting in higher performance and consistent frame rates. That's great. There's been a lot of frame rate drops on bigger maps and for people that have lower rate PCs, so this will be a good thing for them, a good thing for console players as well. The handwritten journal. Okay, this is what I was talking about. The font inside the journal and the UI have been replaced to improve localization supports across all languages. So yeah, supporting all languages, I'm for it. I just wish it looked a little bit different because it is kind of hard to read, but it is what it is. You can no longer access the badge section menu or change your character model while it's in the briefing screen. Fair. The ghost orb section of training will now be completed more consistently. If you guys don't know, when you did the tutorial area, sometimes when you saw the ghost orb, it wasn't letting you continue to the next section. That should be fixed now. So if you actually do the tutorial, it should actually let you continue on and complete the rest of the training. And we got a lot of fixes here. Many localization UI fixes and font issues have been fixed throughout the game. Great. Sticky notes in the training will now display the correct key bindings. Training fixes, that's good, because there's going to be a lot of new players playing for the first time that need to go through training. So that's good they're fixing that stuff. Ghosts will no longer be able to hear players using push to talk after you stop talking. Global chat, let's go! It's the mic bug, and it's fixed. I hope so. I hope the mic bug is fixed. This is so great. It'll no longer hear me when I'm playing by myself and I'm not using push to talk. Oh my goodness gracious, big hype there. Players will no longer flow when loading into the warehouse, okay. The main menu UI will no longer break and overlap if you click the join button too many times. Oh, I remember The UI, like the words were like going on top of each other and it looked super weird. And I just thought it was a little glitch. It didn't really bother me, but I'm glad they fixed it. Red strings on the investigation board will now turn on and off correctly when taking and removing photos. So if you guys don't know, on the investigation board inside the van, if you ever deleted a photo, like the strings wouldn't know what to do with themselves. They would be going in all different directions. So that should be fixed now when you actually delete that photo. ID cards will now reset when resetting your save file. Cool. You will no longer pick up the Ouija board if you ask the sanity question with a gamepad and text voice recognition. All right. You will no longer get stuck in the monkey paw text menu when using a gamepad. Okay. So they're making a lot of gamepad fixes because people are going to be using controllers when playing on console. That's great. New badges will now appear as options on your ID card as soon as you earn them. Good. You won't have to go ahead and close out the game to see your new ID badge. That's good. Badges on the ID card will now completely reset if you have a badge that isn't synced with your cloud save, okay? Your ID card will now reset if you reset your save file. Some people want to reset their save file so they can start back over at level 0 again. That's their own personal choice. If they don't want to be Prestige 20 anymore and they want to restart fresh, they should be able to do so. So that is now a thing. And I actually may do that when I hit Prestige 20 myself. Ghosts can now enter and exit Sunny Meadows Experiment Room 3. The ghosts were getting stuck in that room and they weren't able to get out, so now they can. Ghosts will no longer get stuck on several objects in Sunny Meadows. I've never really saw a ghost get stuck on an object in Sunny Meadows, but I'm sure it does happen. The Ridgeview utility light will no longer stop rendering if you close the door. Okay, that's good, good. A lot of lighting issues where like the lights don't really go as far as they should, and sometimes like it just shows you nothing but space. There's a lot of issues they have to try to fix there with lighting. Gamepad icons for navigation menu board will no longer disappear when swapping menus. Okay, VR and gamepad users can now scroll on the debriefing screen to see all information. So a lot of gamepad things still a lot of gamepad stuff. You can no longer lose equipment inside the wall above the stairs in Ridgeview. That's good because it was eating our equipment. You'd put something down on the floor by that wall and it would just like go inside the wall and you'd never see it again. It never spawned back in the truck. It just kind of went into nothingness. There's a spot on the ceiling in Tanglewood that does the same exact thing. Almost seems like there's an attic in Tanglewood, so if you put the dots on the ceiling, sometimes it'll just eat it and it'll go all the way up. I've seen them get stuck on the gurneys in the hallways. Okay, fair enough. When multiple players die at the same time, the contract will now end, and you will be able to exit the debriefing screen. Okay, so I guess if you have a full team wipe, the round will actually end, and it won't just know, like, where's the live players? It won't just leave you there stuck. Or getting crosses stuck under the rugs, that too. I have a feeling it's probably going to continue to happen, honestly. The contracts will now load correctly if someone disconnects while loading. Okay, we've seen this happen on Community Game Fridays. If somebody, like, disconnects and we're all stuck in the van, like, it just, you have no choice but to Alt F4 out of the game or leave the lobby because one person didn't connect, so nothing spawned, the key doesn't spawn, the door doesn't open. Hopefully that's fixed now. That'd be awesome. Custom difficulty will now properly unlock at level 50 instead of level 1. I don't know how cool this is, though. I mean, like, I don't know how many people level 1 were taking advantage of this, but it's interesting to think that maybe some low levels were using it because they knew they watched creators and the creators were saying, hey, go create a custom difficulty, and they were. I don't know. I think it should be available to level 1, but I got to think on that. I'm not sure how I feel about that. The voice recognition UI will no longer show multiple phrases for each question in some languages. What weekly difficulty primitive no longer tries to spawn more salt than what is possible. How many salts was it putting down? What do you just have, like a whole truck full of salt? We have a whole van full of salt. UI will no longer overlap in the spanning button joining or leaving the difficulty settings. When the host leaves, objects physics will now correctly reset for the new host. The ghost animations during events will now be correct speed and fix several microphone issues on Stream Deck. This one real quick, I want to give a cool shout out to because the ghost animations during events will now be the correct speed. There was a time, and there has been a time until now, obviously, where if you had like a fast ghost, when they showed you their event, you were able to tell that they were a fast ghost because they were moving so fast during the event, and now you can't do that anymore. So no longer on my no evidence runs will I see an event when I walk in and see it moving really fast and be able to say, this must be a Fae, Moroi, Raiju, Hantu, Revenant, etc. I can't do that anymore, which is kind of sad. Because that was kind of a cool feat. But I guess it wasn't supposed to be a thing. And then we have some known issues here with eye adaptation. After dropping the voodoo doll, the movement will be incorrect. Some locations have lighting and reflection issues. The first 2 pages of the VR journal has missing text. Oh, that's not good. Tripod will follow you when dropped on the consoles. The tripod one will follow you when dropped on consoles. What are you gonna have, like a little tripod pet? You're gonna be playing on console, you're gonna drop your tripod tier 2 down, and it's gonna be like a little dog following you? That's so weird. What? Radiant snow effects can't be seen on consoles, so that's not good. So there's basically no weather effects on consoles right now. Okay. But that is the end of the patch notes. Good, bad, and the ugly. We have gone through it all. Let's go see what this ghost and this whole Halloween event is all about. Let's go check out the gameplay, everybody. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do some gameplay, guys. So, this is the new Halloween lobby. So I guess this is like a Blood Moon Totem Supreme. Because like this is like the big version of the Blood Moon Totems that currently exist inside the game that you have to take a photo of. But this is like a much bigger version of it. And it looks like there's an interactable button on it, but I can't click it right now. So maybe you'll be able to click it later on. Maybe it'll like evolve and it'll do something. I'm kind of interested to see how that goes. But I do like the clinking of the chains. It's kind of a nice touch audio-wise. And you can see we got everything's just red. Everything is red. And let's see, is Pam back here? Pam, you back there still? Pam, you're back there. Hello. She's still wiggling back there. I don't know how long she's been wiggling for. She's got to be tired. She's got to be super tired back there. And we got a lot of stuff on the walls with like different demonic texts. Maybe it's Latin. Anybody speak Latin here? Somebody, can you translate? I think that says eyeball. I think that says eyeball. I'm not sure. And this is the new event board I was talking about. So in this event board, we have a couple different challenges you can take advantage of now. One, it's been out since the Lighthouse map has been out. It's called the Lighthouse Keeper. All you have to do is get 50 ghosts correct on Lighthouse. Then you have one on Maple Lodge and Camp Woodwind. Get 50 ghosts correct on Maple Lodge or Camp Woodwind. You get a cool ID badge. Then you have one for Sunny Meadows. Get 50 ghosts correct on Sunny Meadows, either full or restricted, and you'll get a cool ID badge for that as well. So you have an opportunity to get that 1, 2, 3 cool new ID badges, and it tells you how many ghosts you've gotten corrected at 50. I love that. Let's see here. Definitely says eyeball. I think it says eyeball, Brickadilly. Welcome onto the stream. I hope you're doing well. Can you explain whenever you can how to get the trophy? You're not going to get the trophy until the end of like November 16th. You will not get any rewards until the end of the event because every single thing here in the Blood Moon is going to be community goals. So you see it says, wait, why is mine 0? Hold on a second. Why does mine say 0% for every one of those? I played earlier and it said 0.16 and now it says 0% again. So something's weird about that. But anyway, it does have a 0%. So there's supposed to be like a goal that you have to hit. And when people get those blood points, it's going to go ahead and fill up this bar to 100%. When it's at 100%, it's securing that every member in Phasmophobia that participated is going to get the Blood Moon ID card. Then stage 2, when this hits 100% and people fill it up with blood points, it's going to give you the upgraded ID card. And last but not least, the Blood Moon Trophy and the Blood Moon Weather Post event, it's going to give you this when it hits 100%, you get all the points. So the thing of the matter is that as long as you participate in the event, you're guaranteed to get the trophy, the ID cards, but the weather event will be only if the community gets all the points they need to. So if you don't play the event, if you don't help get blood points for the entire Phasmophobia community, you will not get an ID badge and you will not get a trophy. You'll only get the Blood Moon weather event. Hopefully that makes sense. So you have to participate to get the trophy and to get the ID card. Yep, that's the thing. So all this are community events. Nothing here is personalized. It's not a matter of if you complete it, you're going to get something. It's a matter of if the community completes it with your help, then everybody will get something. And I think, honestly, the only thing you have to do to get the Blood Moon ID card and the trophy is just participate. I have no doubts in my mind that the Phasmophobia development team is going to go ahead and lower these numbers so that people actually do get the rewards. It's not going to be like, oh, you were so close. You were 98% complete. You're not going to get anything. I can't see them doing that. I really can't. They're going to lower the numbers so that it does hit what they want it to hit. And I like that they kind of came up with something community goal-wise because it's new. It's something they've never done before. But I will say this much. The Blood Moon weather effect, if it does open for every player in the game, it's going to change the game forever. Because the Blood Moon is going to give you a like 10% additional payout on any map that you do. So that's going to mean that every custom difficulty people do in the future is probably going to have Blood Moon on it. it's going to have the weather set to Blood Moon because you're going to get more money and you're going to get more XP than you ever have before. So why not do it? So I think that's going to be a huge game changer forever. You're going to see everybody's custom difficulty have Blood Moon on. But when it comes to the event itself, what you're doing is you're going inside of all the maps here. Point Hope, Edgefield, Willow, and Grafton, the 4 maps that are being affected by the Blood Moon weather effect. And you're going to go ahead and identify the ghosts correctly to give you 10 blood points. You're going to go ahead and complete optional objectives, which will give you 2 blood points per objective. So a total of potentially 6 if you get them all correct. And photograph any totems you find, which could be anywhere between 1 and 5, which will award you 1 blood point per totem. Once a stage is complete, interact with the blood altar in the warehouse to receive your rewards. So once this gets to 100% completion and you see that, go ahead, go waddle your way over here to the blood altar, click on it, and it'll give you a reward. That is all. I would have like Woodwind on that list, that one we summoned the moon at last year. That'd be cool. I don't know what their point of preference was for saying these maps are going to be involved and these ones aren't. I mean, I have no doubts, though, that Point Hope was included because nobody really plays Point Hope that often. So they're like, man, we got to make Point Hope relevant again and make people play this new map we came out with because it's the least map play that's ever played because it's kind of hard to play if you have the ghosts in the top levels. So they put it into this event here to try to make people play it more. I'm sure that was what their goal was. But be that as it may, that is the whole event in a nutshell. So down here, we also have the Apocalypse trophies. It tells you how to go ahead and get the Apocalypse trophies. I have them done already. So mine are already filled out and prioritized there. But if you haven't done them, make sure you read these so you can understand how to do them. I'm so glad we finally have a resource about the Apocalypse trophies somewhere here because nobody ever knew how to do them. There was just nowhere to figure it out. You had to go to your custom difficulty before just to ever see anything about the trophies at all. You would have to go here, you have to go to presets, and you just have to know to find these 3 things right here. And nobody knew to do that, especially if you're a new player to Phasmophobia, and I don't blame them. It's kind of hard. So we're going to put it on Nightmare, and we're going to go and do the first map here that has the Blood Moon event. Every single map that you have to go to has a cool little crimson eye symbol that lets you know the Blood Moon weather effect is active on that map for the event. And we're going to go to Edgefield. Are you ready? Let's do this. One thing I will say about the Blood Moon event, though, is the Blood Moon is going to make the ghosts more interactive, more eventy, drain your sanity faster, and make the ghost faster when it's hunting you. From my understanding, this ghost could be anywhere from 15 to 25% faster than it normally is on regular gameplay. So definitely a little scary. Definitely a little scary for sure. I want a baked potato. Good girl goes to go get a baked potato. Go do it. Oh, hold on a second. Let's look at this because I haven't seen this before. Got some cool candles going on out here. We got some drapery coming from the top ceiling here. All over the place too. Wow. Very nice in red. We got tarot cards. Even the picture frames are red. That's super cool. Everything that's supposed to be white is like a red hue to it. It's so bright in here. Very nice, very nice. Where's the power at? So I guess cursed objects do still spawn even with the Blood Moon on, so that's good to know. Oh, look at all these eyeballs in here. I feel like somebody's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. This is very welcoming indeed, yeah. Oh, here's the Blood Moon altar. We got to get a photo of that later on. Let's find the ghost first. You don't even need a flashlight. It just touched the door right there. That's creepy. Let's go get a UV light so we can see if it touched and gave us fingerprints. Remember, we're on Nightmare. We're only going to get 2 evidences, chat. Only 2 evidences here. Dios would probably be a Nightmare with Blood Moon. Maybe, yeah. Well, not really, no, because even no matter how fast the ghost speed is, the Deogen will slow it down when it gets to you. You don't have to worry about that. That's going to be a good ghost. I was going to say the light makes it easier, pretty comfortable. Yep, it's nice on the eyes. You can see the weather outside, too. Everything, there's the moon right there. Super red, the whole sky is bright red. I love this shade of red, too. Red is my favorite color. I don't know if I've ever said that on stream, but red is my favorite color. I heard a door touch somewhere else. Let's check where that was real quick with the EMF. Touch this door. Nothing there. We got UV. One of our 2 evidences is UV. Even inside the journal, there is different fonts for all the evidences. It's going to take a little getting used to. I'm not used to that. What's the coldest temperature, though? Blue is your favorite color? Let's see here. Someone got into the Halloween spirit before needing to run. Yeah. 13.7. Turn off the car in the garage. Maybe the garage is the room. Yeah, 6.9. This is it. Let's go grab the car keys. I love the little details. The map looks sick. They did a really good job at making this feel so good. The lighting looks great. I love all the different symbols on the walls and the flooring. And I love the totem things. The totems are sick. Let's look for orbs again. No Orbeez in here. Let's go get some more stuff. Let's go see what our sanity drain is, too. Wait, we're on Nightmare. We can't see sanity drain. Son of a biscuit. Got a lot of UV happening on the doors. I don't think these candles are interactable. I don't think an Onryo would be able to blow them out or anything. I think they're like SAT asset models. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. So I don't think like the Onryo can blow them out and get aggravated by it. Take that. I'm going to take one pill right now just to assume that my sanity is a little bit lower than I think it is. The font was changed permanently for the game to be more language inclusive. That is true. So they changed the font exactly for that reason, because it was hard for them to be able to do interchangeable language assets using the text that they created. So they had to use one that was already created out there. So that way it can go interchangeable and it can change itself based on people's setting preferences. Which makes a lot of sense from a development standpoint. Love the red, me too. It's so nice. It's raining too. It's raining blood. It's raining Kool-Aid. The Kool-Aid man's out there somewhere. He's going to break through the wall and go, oh yeah. And I'm going to shit my pants. Let's go get some spirit boxage. I got text to talk on. I got push to talk on text. Doop, doop, doo. Who is cleaning? I'm going to clean it up after Halloween? That's a good question. We don't even want to know. It's not us. We're not volunteering. Boop. Where are you? Oh. Do the text to talk here. Click some buttons. This is basically the experience that console players have when they first boot up console. They're not going to be able to talk to the spirit box. They're going to hit these buttons. Oh, dots. Did you see that? The dots happen to the prompt for the spirit box there. You know what that means, chat. You know what it means. Dots, 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 dots. We got dots. Dots, 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 dots. Goryo, we saw him in person. Dots, dots, dots. Everybody! All right. Can't be Goryo. We saw the dots in person. Goryo dots are only seen in the video camera. So that's out of here. We got a Banshee or Phantom. Banshee or Phantom on this one. Dots right in my face. Right in my face. A face full of dots. Lady of Misfortune, thank you for the 75 stream streak. And Tom, dude, thank you for the 5 stream streak. We're going streaking. Let's do it. You better believe we are. Right here, right now. We're doing it.
Through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah. Let's go get some photos. And we got to go get some photos of the Blood Moon altars. And by the way, I love this. I love this. Look at this. This is such a stupid thing for me to be excited about, but I am. Free 3-star photos to fill up the journal. Look at that. So when I took a photo of the Blood Moon altar, that's going to give me 1 blood point, but it also disappears after you take a photo of it. So we're going to have to do a scan all across the house to see if we see more, and I see one right there. Let's go get a photo of that one over there. And by the way, if you ever don't know where one is because it's got a big map, they make a bit of a sound.
Hello there.
You can hear this resonating sound that's coming off of them. Yeah, like an aura sound. We'll take a photo of that one too. Let's take a little peek around and see if we can see any more. Nothing in here. I really dig this. Thank God they didn't put anything in the bathroom. That would be terrible. That would be wait, hold on. They did. Oh God. Zebotic shit in the bathroom, literally. Oh, is that one? No, it's a candle. What's going on, Megan? You're at work. I hope you have a good rest of your day at work. Thank you for tuning on in. Super cool stuff. What's up, Miss Jenny? Welcome on into the stream. Good to see you. Nothing in here. Oh, got some drapery going down that walkway there. Yep, this is the stuff for the new Halloween event, Hound. It's live right now. This came out today. I don't hear that sound. Oh, there's one. So we got 3 so far. 3 Blood Moon altars. Might be one in the basement as well. We got to check down there. By the way, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive that this door used to go in and now it comes out. This door used to go inward and now it comes outward. And it kind of goes into the room. I think they changed some of the doors and how they go. I think they did. I might be wrong though. And look at this. You can't push yourself out of the door. If you try to push the door off the hinges, it moves you instead. It just moves you. I'm correct. Thank you, Twisted, for the confirmation. Everybody else. Thank you, Paranormal. So they moved a couple doors to be different. This one's going to swing out as well. I thought there was blood in the sink for a second. I was like, what the hell? It could be an altar on the spawns of the stairs, the basement, the garage. Got it. Yeah, looks like there's not going to be like a set number of altars every time you play. There's not going to be one there every single time. Can't wait to play this tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. All right, we're going down to the basement. Oh, let's turn on the car again. We got to turn off the car. Turn off the car. Play the piano first, though. Ghost, calm down. So this is Banshee or Phantom, right? So this is going to be super easy to figure out. All we got to do is look at the Ghost's blinking patterns. If it doesn't have Phantom blinking, which it disappears for 2 seconds, every single time it blinks during a hunt, we know it's the Banshee. I don't see any more Blood Moon altar totem things, so I think we're good. Ghost must want to go for a drive. It probably does. Where's my hiding spots? We got a hiding spot in here? Nope. Where do we have a hiding spot? What about the basement locker? Nope. Must be one of the various closets upstairs. How do you know it's a Banshee or a Phantom? Is that part of the event? Nope. I'm on nightmare mode right now, so I have dots. I have Ultraviolet, which is Goryo, Phantom, Banshee. My dots were seen in person, so no Goryo. We got 2 photos on this crucifix that just burned up. 3 photos of this disturbed salt. I may take this. Oh, I gotta get a photo of the cards as well. Ghost has opened up something in there. I don't know what that was. Open something. Let's go get a smudge stick and a lighter. And 1 thing of salt as well. This will be our last photo, this salt container. Incoming, chat, incoming! Let's hit those accelerated footsteps. It's a little faster than usual. No Phantom blinking. Look at those things' eyes. Look at its eyes! It had glowing eyes! No Phantom blinking, though. Let's go ahead and throw in Banshee because it didn't have Phantom blinking, and it walked in my salt, so I'm going to get my last photo.
I have potato blood in my veins.
Don't we all, Thingaling? Don't we all? Potato blood all over. Let's go shoot on down here, get our last photo. Snapperoo. Let's get out of here, everybody. Let's get out of here. Oh, I forgot to blow out a firelight. Hold on, let me go back in there. I'll take some sanity pills so it doesn't haunt me quickly. And we'll put like 2 firelights in there. We'll light them up. Hey, Thingling, I'm doing great. How are you doing? Welcome onto the stream. It's the big update day. Are you excited? Okay, we got 2 firelights in the ghost room. Assuming the room is still there, we'll check the temperature just to double check. 1.8. This is still definitely the room. So it should blow out one of these candles at a good amount of time. Blow out the firelight. Let's go. So we got 2, 4, 6 blood points from that. We should anyway. Let's skedaddle. Banshee! Scrolling on down to the bottom. So the Blood Moon weather effect gave us 10% additional income and XP just from having it on. So it's $149 just from having Blood Moon on. That's great. Then we have 19 blood points because we got 1, 2, 3 blood altars. Then we got 6 points from the optional objectives and 10 points from getting the ghost correct for a total of 19 points. So what happens is those blood points go. It is going to help the rest of the Phasmophobia community get phase number 1 done. We have contributed to phase number 1 of getting the Blood Moon ID card with the 0.39%. So that's how this all works. That's the whole event. Super cool stuff. I can't wait to explore a little bit more with these rounds of these ghosts and what they're capable of. But thank you so much for watching, everybody on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed the Phasmophobia Halloween event. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you later. Stay crispy.